So these are the zones that we need to pay attention to. Now, the way I draw my zones, especially when it comes to the daily time frame, right? I draw it from the body to the wick, like that, right? Let me get rid of the arrow. There we go. So the reason why I do it from the body wick is because not only does price cover the wick, when it covers the body and the wick, it covers a certain area. Now, if I was to drag this box towards the left hand side, as you can see, this area here was support, which it did break through to the downside. And what did it do? It created a resistance area, right, up until the point where it decided to consolidate inside that area and start creating more wicks towards the downside. Especially when it came to this area over here, it created another wick, which was a resistance area, came back down, broke below, acted as resistance again, and kept creating lower lows up until the point where price now reversed, broke back above that area, and now we're hoping for it to act as a support area to push higher, right? So in other words, we're bullish on the daily time frame because we're looking for a bullish ICI setup, right? Not only do we have that area there, we also had this area that I marked up, but as you can see, this area also coincides with the first area that I drew up, so therefore I no longer actually need to keep that zone there. But as you can see, we got this one down here, which is the first one that I did draw. So these are the two areas that I'm concerned about, right? Price might decide to break below the first one. If it does, then technically I would use the second zone to go off of and expect price to basically, so I'm expecting price to do this with the first one, right? Price might not do that, might come down to this one and then decide to take off from there, right? So we've got two options. So we'll wait and see what price does. And let's play price. Okay, so before we play price, now in this case, as you can see, we waited for that setup first, then we started marking our zones. Reason why we want to do that is because that's how the setup is. We want to wait for that setup and then also draw zones and confirm whether price has broken a level of structure before we decide to take it higher.